What's up? What's up? How about a little bonus episode? C10s at the ranch, C10 ATR 3.0. We've got Tawny, we've got Miguel. Thought I'd shed a little light on this show and what they got going on. First and foremost, reunion. Damn, son, what a show. I cannot believe how much fun and the weather, the people, the trucks, the atmosphere, the vibe, the tunes, it all came together. So jump on over to the reunion Instagram page, and in our link tree there, we've tried to kind of keep up with pushing the stuff out. Fuel Curve just dropped something, really good article, and I just want to let everybody know we had a great time. I hope everybody had as much fun as we did. I want to thank Autumn, my amazing wife. She literally is the backbone of this thing. Obviously, Sam, myself, we put a face with it, but Autumn does so much work, and we had the pre-party classic truck performance. We had the reunion on Saturday. We had Saturday night, we had dinner. Big Ten Garage kind of teamed up with John Orrell C10 Club, and we rented out Singing Panda, had a great time. It all came together. So thank you guys so much for attending if you were able to. And if you weren't and you're an out-of-towner, fly in and you will have a great time. It's essentially a 2-day show when you factor in Mike's golf, long drives, and dope rides in the morning. And then we have the pre-party. You get your truck cleaned up after that if you want. Pre-party on Friday, Saturday, all day long. And then Sunday, get on out of here. So reunion. An amazing time. Thank you guys so much for the love, the support, and if you were able to make it out, we appreciate it. So C10s at the ranch in Agua Dulce, California. That's going to happen this weekend, so I thought I'd reach out to Tawny and Miguel. Drive your shit. They're behind a few different things. Math Photo is Miguel's IG. Drive your shit, and then C10s at the ranch. So you guys can check it out. Next up, we've already got it recorded. Sucio Sanchez, which is Lou Perez. You might know him as Cusio, which is C-U-S-I-O, but the way he says it is Sucio Sanchez, which is Dirty Sanchez. That's Lou Perez. He's also involved with the C10 Fall Revival. He just built Louis, his 79 GMC. It's a patina red truck, slammed, looks so good. Brought it out to the Get Down, I guess late 2022, obviously the last Get Down. And what he's got going on is pretty awesome. Great story. Wanted to get to know Lou a little bit more, and that's exactly what we do. Get to know the guy behind the wheel and his story and how he got to where he is now. So they're also, again, like I said, they're behind the C10 Fall Revival, which is an amazing show. They took a break. I think that's what we said. Maybe I can't remember how we worded it in the pod. I think he might have said he didn't like the break. So either way, they're back. 2023 C10 Fall Revival. Check out episode 258 coming at you next Tuesday. That'll be out March 28th. Lou Perez coming at you. All right, let's get into a little bonus episode with Tawny and Miguel. C10s at the ranch. I hope they have a great show. I hope you guys are doing good. We'll be back next week. Lou Perez. Peace. Seeing is believing. And our title sponsor, United Pacific, makes seeing a whole lot easier. The crispness of the United Pacific LED headlights, taillights, marker lights, and more makes seeing and showing your truck that much better. It's time to upgrade your old dim halogens for new LED headlights, taillights, and more. They offer the brightest and latest LED technology. Headlights are available up to 1600 lumens, easy to install, and it fits right in the OEM housing. How about upgrading to sequential taillights? They're DOT approved and ready to ship today. DOT approved. And for you 73 to 80 GMC and Chevy square body guys, they've got the new front parking lights, LED with stainless steel bezel. Think UP Car Parts. That's upcarparts.com. Not just drive your shit, but how about drive your shit to C10s at the ranch 3.0 C10 ATR. I've got Tawny. I've got Miguel. What's up? What's up?
Hello, how are you?
I am great. I'm great. Thank you guys for taking time. They're getting ready. Big week. We were just, I guess, as parents of shows, we were discussing in a very friendly way how much we love taking care of everybody's wants and needs and making them all happy. So you guys are in the middle of it. You're getting ready. 3.0. You guys have an amazing facility. You're bringing all the clubs in, and you're letting them. You're kind of letting them set up and do their thing, right?
Yeah, so right now we're facilitating all the last minute calls, Biggie, Kern County, 805, like, oh my God, didn't buy it. We have this guy who didn't buy a pass. Do you have an extra one? And of course, knowing that Miguel always keeps a reserve, of like 20, he keeps 20 spaces because he knows that there's going to be the straggler.
You just let the cat out of the bag now. People are like, I know he's got 20.
And they know the second floor.
Yeah, they're gone. They're gone. Yeah. We're going to put trucks on every square inch of this property. Yeah, we're sold out like beyond. And last minute vendors, we had a few last minute vendors, but when a car club calls us and says, hey, one of our members decided that they would love to vend at the show, it's hard for us to say, no, sorry. So it's like, we'll see.
Now we're going to have the second floor.
Yeah. You're going to keep stacking them.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool though, because even though it's a real estate issue, it's one of those things where, like, our deal, it's funny because we have to have what's called this TPT thing, this tax thing, and our city shuts us down 2 weeks before. So we actually have probably maybe a little bit more of a valid excuse. And of course, we had the same thing. People trying to get in. We're like, okay, you're going to be under Drive Your Shits TPT. So you got to run all that through them. And it just gets to be mind numbing. And those are all things I probably could do a whole pod with, like 5 or 6 show production, especially, grassroots, like both of us, and the amount of things that go on, but you're trying to make everybody happy because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. And the thing for us is that this is our ranch. We live here. So it makes it a little bit different than when we're doing it at a public venue. So it's harder and easier because we have all the control here, but it's harder because we have all the control here. We have nobody to blame. It's all on us. So it's like, it's trying to accommodate everything last minute. And then here in Cali, we've had nonstop rain and snow for a month. So it being a ranch, this poor guy is like, grading.
Wet right
great.
That's because you're sweating your ass off.
Man, I have no idea.
Yeah. So it's, this year has been, it's been a serious work all the way from when we first said we were going to do the show up until, 2 days before today.
How do you guys figure like a max capacity based upon having the whole ranch? I mean, how do you just kind of grid it and say, hey, I know I can put this many clubs, this many vendors, and we can, because the best thing is like you try to figure it out and you're like, guys and girls, they're going to just park wherever, right? So they're going to figure it out. And for you guys, you think, well, we'll put, 6 here, and the next thing you know, you're like, I don't know how they did it, but they got 17 trucks right there, or whatever. So how do you guys kind of balance that out or figure all that out?
Well, the vendor spot, we do grid it out. Actually, Miguel was out there remeasuring just now. That's why he's soaking wet. Yep. But for cars, we work in the film industry. We do locations. So we rent our property a lot for like crew parking for film shoots. So we know the capacity. We know what we can fit in here, how big. And then we have drone footage of last year. So we know how many trucks were here last year. We know where there was space. And this year it's going to be, you park where we tell you. There's no like ifs, ands, or buts, no holding spots, no nothing. And K5 Nation, they've volunteered to we have a big hill in the backyard. So they're gonna, roll up on the hill. And so the hill is K5 Nation. But it's gonna be interesting to see how we
all the K5, K10, K20, K whatever.
You're like, put them up on the hill. Put them up. Yeah. I was at a brother show like 2 or 3 years ago, and they did that, and they had like 50 blazers all lined up. So they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
We try.
We'll see. But we have, we'll have a ton of volunteers here that, as people roll in that are at each spot and, catching them and making sure people park the right way, because that's going to be important for us this year, seeing as though we're completely sold out, like beyond sold out. We're going to have to really be strategic about it.
Yep.
So you said something that's so important, and I want to make sure your volunteers and my volunteers, it's not possible without the volunteers. So thank you to everybody from the get down to thank you guys, because it's not possible. It's funny, after the show's over, you're like, I want to give you thousands of dollars. I want to give you gift cards to go eat dinner with your family, everything. It's just, it's you, because you couldn't do it, and you know that. So kudos to your volunteers behind you and everybody else who's helping you guys.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Luckily, we do work in the film industry, so we have the vendors that we know who we need to call on and how we need to facilitate it. Everything from bathrooms to trash cans, security. Luckily, we have that at our everyday disposal. So we can do it, like we can pull it off, but it's the unexpected. Like with every film shoot we do, it's the unexpected. You never know what's
It's an event, it's different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and exactly right. The people you're trying to herd cats, and it's all, everybody comes in, and I feel your pain because it's going to be busy. Would you say that the rain is helping, or are you worried about the rain being too much now? Because it keeps the dust down, it makes the terrain better, but then I don't know if you guys are feeling like it's too much.
Yeah, the terrain better, the dust down, but we are like 3 weeks behind.
Yeah.
So that's
so we're just praying that tomorrow and Friday are bright and sunny days, and it can dry up some of the spots, because we do have some spots that form puddles, but big shout out to Puma, Kern County. He's helping us out. He owns a landscaping company, so he had his guys out here today helping us, and he's going to send a crew out tomorrow too. We had snow. We had like 10 inches of snow. So we have trees falling down and nuts, unexpected. But nobody's going to complain about the dirt.
Yeah, because I can only imagine where
now
people,
we're like a slowdown,
well, they're complaining about the dust. Now they're not going to complain. You're like, oh well, it's muddy, it's this. And you're like, hey, I can't. Mother Nature's Mother Nature. She didn't get the email. I'm sorry, but we got snow, for Christ's sake. Hopefully it doesn't snow. Well, if it did snow, that'd be legendary shit. That would be. You're like, dude, C10s at the ranch 3.0. No, what is the forecast? I'm sure your eyes are glued to it. Sunny, looks good that day.
Sunny. It's gonna be it's gonna be like 55, but we have hoodies. We'll have hoodies for sale for whoever doesn't bring
and coffee cups. I see the coffee cups. I know Miguel knows what he's doing. When Tawny walks out on the back patio, and she's walking out of the back patio. She's wearing a hoodie, and it's just right below the right spot. And she's got the coffee mugs. So they'll have the hoodies. They'll have the coffee mugs ready, but not her hoodie. She needs that one. So
yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, he knows what he's doing. Whoever's behind that camera is doing a great job, I'll tell you. So a little bit of it's Puma's out there doing what he's doing. He's getting it ready. You guys are ready to rock. At this point, you're on the home stretch.
Yeah, we are. It's just the things that we can't do because of the rain, we need to wait. We have our vendors coming to set up the libations lounge, which is our VIP. Everybody's a VIP at our show. So everybody gets the VIP treatment. We have, they get the car tags. We have the air conditioned bathrooms, the luxury luxury bathrooms, all that fun stuff. But we do have the libations lounge, which is it's the libation lounge experience, which is open bar, open food. We're going to have we have a barber this year. We're going to have some surprises with,
surprises.
Some surprises.
Surprises.
We have a really cool surprise that nobody knows, which you guys will see in the coming days. Something that hasn't been done at any truck show before that everybody's going to get to do when they enter the property, which is going to be super awesome. That's the VIP experience. So hopefully it'll change the game for the rest of the car shows, and everybody will be calling us to do it at their show too.
Wow. Okay. So we're really going to have to check this out. So something that hasn't been done, that's going to be done, that people are going to want to do. And if you're going 3.0 ATR, then you're going to get to do it. So we need a full report. It'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out. I like the hype on this. This is good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you got Biggie going. So you got a big hype man.
Who's Biggie?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He stole my slogan. I'm going to give him a hard time. He's like, where you at? I'm about to say it right. He's saying it right, bro. Yeah, you got to say it right. So you got Biggie out there on a horse. C10 Amanda. He needs to be lassoing his ass for sure.
Well, and Biggie's hosting a pre-party, which is Friday night, which the whole reason for this show, about 10 years ago, long story short, 10 years ago, or 8 years ago, I started every year for Miguel's birthday. He's not from California. He moved here. All his family and friends are in Puerto Rico. So I started doing birthday parties here for him with the friends that were here. And we started a bull, the mechanical bull. So that's a tradition. That's how C10s at the Ranch started. Just with a small birthday party for Miguel with a mechanical bull.
Birthday party with 140 trucks.
Yeah, 140 trucks. But Friday night is Miguel's actual birthday. So Biggie's hosting a pre-party at Maria Bonita restaurant in Agua Dulce. Maria Bonita restaurant, hosted by Kern County, Biggie and his guys. I think he's going to do karaoke. I don't know. It's going to be crazy. So pre-party is Friday night. What was that? Yeah, and then Saturday night we do a camp out. So there's people who bought the Coyote camp out, hosted by C10 Familia. So C10 Familia are the camp. They're the camp hosts. So they'll be doing a bonfire and they'll
quiet hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is that even going to shut down? So if you're at the Coyote camp pass, you've got a Coyote camp pass. Was there a limit on that? Did you guys limit that at all?
We did. It was 35 and we actually have 38. So, a few squeezed in there.
Plus the accommodations.
Plus we did a C10 hotel this year, which we rented RVs for people who wanted to do like a hotel experience accommodations. So they roll in on Friday night. So we have RVs set up here for them Friday night so they can enjoy the pre-party, they can enjoy the show. And then Sunday, California Rolling brand is going to do a cruise from our ranch to Vasquez Rocks. And so for a photo op at Vasquez Rocks, it's, the historic, beautiful nature park. So yeah, anybody who wants to come, that's open to any car, any cars, any model, make model, anybody can cruise on Sunday. So it's a 3-day event.
Yeah, so you got Biggie, you got the pre-party, you got the bull riding in honor and tradition of Miguel's birthday. You got Saturday, C10 ATR 3.0 with livations, with something that hasn't been done yet. Then you got camping that night. Who knows if it's going to turn off at all? By 2 o'clock, let's get to bed. And then the next day, you've got California Rollin'. Is it California Rollin'? And they're going to
California Rollin' brand, yeah. Okay.
Wow, it's a busy. And now what time do you think that's going to wrap up, like a Sunday? So somebody wants the full thing, they get in Friday, boom, and Saturday's sold out. So because you can't stuff any more in there. Are you guys working through? So one thing that we really try to do is, hey, Todd's over here, he can't go. He's letting you guys know, and then you're mixing and matching because Stuart or whoever, he wants to go. Are you doing that, or has it become so time consuming because you're like, you're spending so much time trying to say, well, Todd's got to pass, he's not going, he didn't get his truck done or whatever, and then Stewie wants to come in, and so sometimes that gets kind of hard.
We've had a few and we've put them, we're sharing it on social media. We're asking people to post it, on Instagram, and we're reposting. And from what we know, the ones that people who aren't able to come, their passes have been scooped up real quick. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's very few that are available, and the ones that are, like, they're getting booked up super quick. They're getting taken. Yeah. So, if you want to come and you don't have a pass, send us a DM on Instagram and we'll post it and see if anybody else isn't going to make it. But yeah, I don't know that anybody's not going to come. People
do with the raffle because
the tickets, the registration's transferable, but each registration came with a free raffle, a free giveaway for the LS.
Yeah, they're going to keep that.
Yeah. Sure.
That's what I would do. I'd be like, hey, you want to go, you can go. And maybe I charge you or maybe I don't. I don't know. But whether somebody's like, hey, I want the LS. Let's get into that. So you guys are raffling off a 6.0. And for our audience, that's going to go all the way up to, at what point are you going to cut that off? I know eventually it's like, well, I can't put any more, raffles in there because somebody can't buy it on Saturday.
Yeah. So
unless you're there.
We're gonna do it up until online till Friday. till Friday night. What time are you thinking?
12.
Like at midnight, Friday night. And then Saturday at our merchandise booth, you'll be able to buy raffle tickets up until I'd say about 3 o'clock, right? 3 or 4 o'clock. What time are we gonna do it till?
5:58.
5:58.
5:58.
The raffle will be at 6 o'clock on Saturday.
Okay, and they can go online, C10s at the ranch, and they can buy their tickets there for the 60 LS. And yeah, how do you know how many you've already sold, and how's that? Is that looking good? Hey guys, are you thinking about swapping out your old motor for a more reliable LSLT based power plant? We've got great news for you. PSI Conversion is offering our listeners 10% off your order. Behind each PSI harness, you get over 10 years of experience in the business, online tech support, phone support, and harnesses made in the U.S. That's psiconversion.com. And don't forget, use code C10TALK and save 10% today. Marquet has been in business for over 40 years. It all started in the original owner's garage. From humble beginnings of a couple parts in a garage to a 2-building manufacturing facility making over 6,000 parts, Marquet has grown to be one of the country's premier truck parts manufacturers. They not only design the products, but also design the tooling to build the products, guaranteeing quality control. They have made their original parts from the original trucks. Aluminum strips are double polished, creating a mirror finish, and crystal clear anodized. They offer quality parts built by Americans for old American-made trucks. So when you're looking for body moldings, bed strips, bed wood, and so much more, think Marquet. That's mar-k.com. You've heard me talk about my gauges. Dakota Digital. I love them. Don't forget the interior of your build. Dakota Digital has the best gauges for our trucks. Whether you want a direct fit into the stock bezel or something custom. These kits are complete with sensors for any engine. The new RTX series is really incredible. I think it stands for retro, but it should stand for rad. They look just like the stock clusters, but have all the technology you'd expect from Dakota Digital. You can change the lighting colors, customize the reading in the message centers, and do it all from the mobile app. That's right, the HDX and RTX series have Bluetooth technology, so you can mess with them from your phone. I'm looking at RPM, trip odometer, percent fuel, oil pressure, and now I have the GPS set up. I can tell you direction, elevation, and even outside temp. Damn, son, it's like a modern truck, but even better in a classic. Dakota Digital is absolutely the best in aftermarket gauges, so check them out at dakotadigital.com. dakotadigital.com. And you can follow them on Instagram and Facebook too. Yeah, how do you know how many you've already sold, and how's that? Is that looking good?
We've sold, yeah, so we've sold, each person who registered got one. So we have 300 truck, 280,
over 280
280 guaranteed, like they have their raffle ticket.
plus.
And on top of that, we've sold, I'd say at this point, probably about 150 additional, probably about 150 additional.
La gente compró el sticker for support the battleship.
Yeah.
Le dimos un raffle ticket.
Yeah. So the LS raffle started out when the battleship, Miguel's truck, sadly met its demise after being called the battleship for a reason. You know, it all started Dino's 4 years ago. There was a hit and run, and unfortunately we never found the person. Battleship got rebuilt, and then it was perfect. I tell Miguel that it's like a Super Nintendo. You know, when you get to the end of Super Nintendo, you get to Bowser's castle and you blow up the castle. You know, the truck was done. It was done, and it was just like blew up.
Yeah, it just blew up. You know, that it's crazy because your whole setup with the trailer, first time I remember meeting you guys was at Dino's. You guys were like in the corner. I think it was the first time at Westgate, and you guys are selling drive your shit stuff. And I was able to meet you guys. And then last year you guys come out, the battleship's pulling the trailer, and we all saw it. I think I reposted it. I can't remember if it was on Talker Nation, but yeah, the demise, right? And when I talked to Miguel for the audience as a lead in, he's like, we could talk about it, but if I start crying, I don't want to start crying. And I'm like, well, we don't have to talk about it, but obviously the proceeds and everything kind of it all, I mean, Tawny's, doing a great job of letting me kind of segue on this is really the raffle is just trying to rebuild and rebirth the battleship, Bowser's battleship.
Honestly.
Yeah. So we ended up losing, I'd say 85% of our Drive Your Ship merchandise. And we had anybody who goes to Dino's to vend knows that, you go all out, you restock everything because you sell out. I mean, Dino's is a 2-day, thousands of people show that, we had our little trailer packed to the brim. We had the truck packed to the brim, and
with camper shell, like with shell. So the audience realizes it's not just an empty truck or some totes in the back. This thing's got a shell, like a long bed shell with a camper.
Yeah, exactly. And thank God we saved the trailer, but the truck, the bed, the fire started in the bed. So the first thing to completely go was all the merchandise in the plastic bins. The Made in China bins blew up in seconds and it was gone. So the hardest part was just sitting there and watching the truck go, because we're on the 15 in the middle of nowhere, or the 10 in the middle of nowhere. And the fire department took about an hour to get to us. So it was just watching it burn. And we had so many, we're so thankful to everybody that reached out and was like, what can we do? Can we start a GoFundMe? Like, how can we help? And we were just like, no, we don't, So Miguel came up with, first we were selling the emblems, because two things that survived from the truck was the Drive Your Shit emblem that's on the side of the truck and the C10 Club keychain. Which
and for the audience, that's a full emblem. Yeah. Like that's like a 60s style truck emblem. And things like a couple, is it a foot long? Is it a little bit more than that?
Yeah,
the original one is like 17 inches.
Yeah, 17 inches. So we replicated it in a smaller with 3D printing, and we were selling those, just kind of try and recoup something, for the battleship. And then the LS fell in our lap in the raffle, and so we started the raffle was you buy a sticker of the battleship and you automatically are entered in the raffle. So that was to commemorate the battleship.
Still like that, you can find a sticker of the skin of the ranch, and
so it's you buy a sticker and you get the raffle. That's
and would you guys cap it at all? Like, let's say we get the word out, and obviously at 1,000 you're going to cap it, or do you say, hey, we're just going to go and see what it is?
I think as long as people still want to keep buying,
all right.
Motivation. And the tickets are 1 for $25 or 5 for $100. So you can still go online and buy them, and you'll get a digital ticket number. You get the ticket number, and then
we have
we have actual hard tickets, but we have the system set up so it sends you a digital ticket number.
Yeah, it's exciting. So many things going on, so many moving parts. Obviously, the pre-party, the show all day, the raffle at 5:58. Get ready. You could check, and then you guys will put it out online as well too. So once the digital raffle goes, somebody's either going to be sitting there, they're going to be yelling and screaming that they got the motor, or somebody online will be contacted. Are you guys going to go live when you guys do it?
Yeah, we're gonna do a live. We'll do a live during the engine, the motor raffle, and probably during the trophies when we give away the trophies. Yeah, we have, that's another thing we do club choice awards. So we have 5-6 clubs that are making awards.
10 more.
And then we have 10, show awards that we're giving out. So during all that, we'll be live. We'll do an Instagram live, and then we'll repost it, for anybody who missed it. But you're going to know. Whoever won that is going to know.
Yeah. So should they, most of that'll all be done it won't be on Drive Your Shit. It'll be on C10s at the ranch, or will you do it on both?
Yeah, it'll probably just be on C10s at the ranch, unless we have an extra body available to also do it on Drive Your Shit.
Well, and another great thing that makes things, it really does help, and the audience, needs to realize this, but when you're at these events and you go live or you do something, then there's other people and some of these club chapters, some of these different people that are able to post it up and help with that. It really does, because you guys are so busy and you're like, oh shit, I gotta post that. I gotta go live. I gotta, who's on Drive Your Shit? Who's on C10s at the ranch? And you're just like, I'm just trying to get the computer to work and make sure that, somebody wins this damn motor. And then I got to worry about the 10 awards we're giving out and the 6 club participation awards. So it does become, it becomes a lot of moving parts for sure.
Oh yeah, it does. It
Yeah.
sure
Back to
does.
those volunteers. So
I know.
you got the camp out, you got that pretty much sold out. Man, it's gonna be fun. And I'm loving this.
Fun, yeah.
You guys have a ton of different things going on, and one thing that we don't even know about because you're not telling us, and that's okay. I don't want you to, but
it's a surprise.
Yeah.
And the surprise the award, the other award for the
What? Oh yeah. So I don't know if you guys saw, but a couple weeks ago, everybody's been messing around with their cowboy boots, and that's the fun. Your show too. It's like, what is everybody going to wear? It's
when you have a show when the people
with a theme.
Yeah,
the theme is the fun of it.
everything different.
So last year we had C10 Club Los Angeles. They killed it. They all bought the same boots. They all had the American flag boots, and they were wearing cut off jean shorts and cut off flannel shirts and
Daisy Dukes.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. So this year I did a poll, and it looks like popular demand is that people want a best dressed award.
Okay, yeah,
which was super fun. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna have a best dressed award. So just a little motivation for everybody to shine up those boots and those cowboy hats and come all out.
It makes it so much fun, and it gives people a reason, or just like, okay, I kind of want to do it. And I just think one of the things is, my wife and I talk about this. It's like you're ordering up your 80s thing. You're ordering up your best, John Wayne outfit, whatever it might be. But that costume, that outfit, it's like you might have cared at some point in your life, but we're all getting to the point where you're like, I really don't care. I want to just go and I want to experience. I want to put my 10-gallon hat on, my 20-gallon hat on. I want to see Biggie in assless chest. Nobody wants to see that. I don't want to see it, but he might do it. But yeah, that makes it so much fun. And so I love that part of it. And I always enjoy that. So that's a fun thing.
Well, and the motivation too for our ranch is it's an actual ranch. So if you come in your Jordans or you come in, white Vans, you're going to regret it. So just come in some cowboy boots,
with the flow.
Yeah, there needs to be a little asterisk at the bottom. It's like, hey, dress accordingly. Don't think that you're not going to get dirty.
We have a FAQ on the website, and we had some fun with it. So if you go on the FAQ, you'll get some fun answers, of how to dress. And is there going to be dirt? Yeah, it's a ranch.
Yeah. And maybe you don't have to detail your truck the night before if you drove it up from the coast, wherever you're at, because you know what? It's going to get dirty. You're going to bring it out. And the best part of it, just like I've said 1,000 times, is it's not necessarily just about the trucks. It's about the people. So you're getting together amongst your family, your people, and there just happens to be some really cool trucks hanging out right around you.
Yeah. And it's guaranteed a good time. That's what we love.
100%.
We love hosting. We love having gatherings. We always are the ones doing Christmas and New Year's Eve parties. And for us to be able to have all the C10 community out here at our ranch and celebrate his birthday and just, go all out. For us, it's just the best. Like, just to see the videos later on and the pictures, and there's a famous video that we have ring cameras everywhere. So whether somebody's recording it or not, we have ring cameras everywhere. So he spends hours for weeks after reviewing the footage of everything. We had kids swimming in our little pool. We had one of the C10 Familia guys, one of the deaf guys, the mudos, which everybody calls them, as they were leaving C10s at the ranch, he, got in the camera of the ring camera and like, and that's just what it is.
And that you were capturing that footage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One thing I saw, I think it's like kind of on a highlight video, is everybody was dancing, and that's a whole nother thing. Like, the amount of fun is like people coming together, and then we're kind of maybe all in our little country get-ups. We got some boots on, and everybody starts dancing. So that's even more fun.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. It's
jumpers, mechanical boots.
Yeah, and it's it's something fun for the whole family. Like, me being the wife, and Miguel started in this whole C10 thing, and I was like, okay, how is this fun for me? Like, Yeah, I love the trucks. They're pretty and everything, but you know, it was always
What else?
beer. Like, first of all, they always had beer. And then I started coming around drinking, you know, champagne or wine or whatever. And then all the other women were like, wait a minute, there's another woman here who has similar likes. And that's kind of how the Libations Lounge came about. You know, we don't have beer. We have champagne, we have wine, we have hard alcohol. So be prepared. We don't provide beer. And it's just, you know, that like just introducing everybody to something else and just, you know, having a couple shots and, you know, we'll see what other surprises we have for everybody in the
winery over there.
Well, good for you, because, you know, that's the same thing my wife's going through. Sure, she's been married to me almost 25 years and she knows trucks are a part of my life and they become part of her life. And now my offspring has trucks and everything else. But the show adds a different perspective. So it's good that you guys have teamed up for this, obviously for Miguel's birthday, and kept that tradition going. And what a fun time everybody's going to have this weekend. So yeah, it's going to be
for the family. Like Miguel said, we have bouncers, we have, you know, the high striker, like the, you know, to see
the carnival games.
And yeah, we have lots of really good food vendors this
so
year.
Is there a prize? Like if you get the highest, if you hit that thing and it goes, if you blast it through the top, like the cartoons,
it's super fun.
It's just fun.
Don't break the damn machine.
Originally, we started out with the bull being that kind of thing, like who could stay on the bull the longest, but it, you know, it's just too much. It's just like, have at it.
One thing I always like to kind of say is if you give the people a place to have their event, you provide a few little things, just maybe a rule or two, and then just turn them loose. It's always a good time, because whether it's truck people, car people, just our people, they're going to turn it into a good time. And I always say, just be respectful of the property, be respectful of one another, and we'll have you back every year.
Yep. And for us, that's a big deal. We try to really instill in everyone, you know, please be respectful. This is our home. This is our home. It's our property. We're opening our doors to you to come and have fun and enjoy. We don't allow barbecues, sadly, because we are in California. Even though we've had so much rain, we're in California. Fire department won't let us have open flames all over. So we have really good food vendors for everybody to come and enjoy. In our libation lounge, we have free food for everybody who buys a pass for that. And C10 Familia will do breakfast the next day. So they're the ones allowed to cook. But, you know, we ask that everybody just be courteous. You know, it's our property, be respectful, no good, positive vibes only, no drama. You know, we have security, so we will ask you to leave. So yeah, but I mean, that's the thing. It's like we want to keep doing this. We'll see. We're considering this being the last year, but you know.
Oh, it's a lot of work. So if you don't have availability to get in with your vehicle, what about foot traffic? It's open to as much foot traffic as you can handle?
Yes. It is open to the public.
Maybe you have to wait, but yeah.
Yeah. So trucks will have priority coming in. You know, people on foot will have to wait until trucks are clear, you know, until there's a break in the trucks. And then our people at the gate will let everybody walk in. We do have parking off-site, which the map is on our website. If you go on C10s at the Ranch or on the Instagram and you scan the QR code, it takes you to the website where the map, you know, there's a map with parking and everything.
Okay. Ready to party? We're ready. So C10s at the Ranch, you're gonna get they're showing us they got a mirror hanger, and you got the Coyote Camp. If you got that, you've got everything ready to rip, ready to rock and roll. I hope it goes great. I hope you have sunny and a little bit of wind over the next 2 days to dry everything out. And then I hope it's 54 to 71 degrees on Saturday with sun all day.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Yeah, let's do it. Right. Whatever works. I've been there. It's stressful, but there's just nothing you can do about it. So it's like you're stressed, but you're like, I can't do anything about it. And the great thing about it is people are going to have fun. And we turned in one of the LSTs was rainy, and I had the canoe on Yellowstone, and we took it off. And you just have to make it the best time you possibly can, no matter what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, people have asked rain or shine, and we're like, rain or shine.
Rain or shine. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you guys, if you're out there and you don't have a pass, try to get one if you're thinking about going. And you heard them. There's foot traffic. But most importantly, wherever you're at, get on to C10s at the ranch, and you can pick yourself up one of them raffle tickets or stickers and get a chance to win a LS 6.0.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay.
We'll see you guys at the ranch.
Good luck this weekend.
Awesome. Thanks.